Here we are.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. Honest mistake. Honest mistake. Okay, I'm going to believe it was an honest mistake on his part,
It
not my
was.
part.
It was. So I got up this morning and I was like, you know what? We need to schedule a live because we didn't do live. Like okay, so we're coming up on Easter. We're so busy. Like there's no time.
We were talking about this morning.
Yes. So it was like because we're having practice, and I think as soon as Easter's over, I think that we'll probably have a little break for Thursday nights.
Yeah.
But until then, we're busy.
Yeah.
So it was like we need to do something Saturday morning because we didn't, and we're not going to get to do it Thursday night this week. So we need to do Saturday. Well, so I looked at Dustin's and I seen the first thing on Keto Simple. That's Dustin. So I was like, I'm seeing when he's go live. Well, I looked at the wrong one. I seen on the 13th he had one scheduled for 10 a.m. I'm like, so if we go at 9, we can, because we have so much to do.
Yeah,
today.
we wouldn't be intruding on his live, and
instead
here we are.
Instead, we scheduled it 10 minutes ago. I'm like, crap, Dustin's live.
Yeah.
And then I went in and I seen that I made a mistake. So I'm sorry, Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin, we are sorry. It was an honest. Literally got up. We're like, let's go live today and talk to our friends. We love them. Let's see what Dustin's doing. We'll work around something with him. No, sorry.
And then, yes, we have like today, what's busy? I have to go work on a lawnmower at our kid's house.
Yeah.
But before that, before the bank's closed, we have to get to the bank and open up another account because Emily is a contractor now.
Yeah.
Which means that we have to hold her own taxes. So what better way to do that than to throw it in a savings account or whatever?
Immediately. And not even pretend it's not even there.
Yes, right? It'd just be like, a regular paycheck, because I can look back and see and estimate what she needs taken out. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So happy Saturday. It's been a whirlwind of a week. Started my new job this week. And it is a breath of fresh air, completely different atmosphere. Love everybody so far that I'm working with. And it is just good for the soul. Good for the soul. Just the people that I'm around. They're just wonderful and sweet and loving and kind and accepting. And it is so busy for me because I'm new. And I haven't been new to a job in 22 years. So it is the strangest feeling of going from being the go-to person where everybody comes to you for everything.
Keto, Diet, Pepsi.
To going to a job where you know nothing and you are relying on everybody to give you all the information. And I'm the type of person that I don't like to make somebody repeat themselves. So I literally have 2 notebooks that are halfway full just from week 1. Just taking notes because essentially he wants me to learn everybody's job because that's what he wants me to do. And so that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, it's just weird. Very weird.
Cheryl Hewitt says, I know you have orange and black behind you. Are you Harley fans?
I just love orange.
Emily has always loved fall orange.
Yeah.
Like a burnt orange. I think it's burnt orange.
You see my cup.
There's her
orange
cup.
Too.
Like the
orange
front
and black.
The front door. No, I don't have a Harley. I would like to have a Harley, but let me be honest with you. I don't want to get hit on a Harley.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, we
got kids. We got
that wasn't
kids.
Unfortunately.
No. So we got kids. I feel like if it was just us and we didn't have kids and now a grandkid and other people who like need us,
yeah,
it might be a little easier to jump on a Harley and be like, que sera, sera.
No,
but it's not.
That's not why. To answer your question, that's not why.
No, Emily just loves orange.
Yeah, love fall colors.
Cheryl says, I've been hit twice. Cheryl. It's not fun. The funny thing is we actually thought about getting a bike last year.
Yeah.
And Emily has, in the past 2 years, Emily's been rear-ended twice by just like sitting at a red light in a car. So I can't even imagine like if we were on a motorcycle just getting slammed at a red light.
Right.
you come up to stop and somebody else doesn't.
True story. True story.
Carrie is
Hi,
782
Carrie.
days.
Congratulations.
No coffee, no caffeine.
My coffee today is Starbucks brown sugar cinnamon coffee, right? Is that what flavored coffee?
It's the last of it.
The last of it. And I have a little bit of heavy cream. I have the maple perfect keto collagen in here, and I have keto brains in here. Oh, and vanilla chai skinny syrup. I've got a whole concoction in this cup, and it's so good. Just saying.
John says, who will be cooking you keto food in your new job?
So before I left, my last day was a Friday, a week from yesterday. And I was kind of a mess because a lot of these guys, a lot of these drivers I've worked with, I've worked with them for over 20 years, A lot of them started there before I did. And I'm going to miss a lot of them. I did get some very sweet messages this week about, it's a mess here without you. We miss you. I've got a bunch of customers willing to pay you more to come back. And that makes me feel good. The guy that I worked with did tell me before I left, he said, make sure you keep in touch. And I also was not, when I became a supervisor at my old job, I deleted anybody that I was going to be their boss. I deleted them as my friend on Facebook because I just didn't want, I don't know. So he's like, can you add me as a friend now that you're not going to be my boss? And can we meet up come next year around your birthday? And I can make you a dessert, for your birthday. Very sweet guys I worked with, and I will miss them. And yeah.
Carrie says the farmer was talking to the cow about keto and went in one ear and out the other.
Noah had a good dad joke that he was telling at church, and I thought it was funny, where he said, if Jesus drove a car, what kind of car would it be?
What kind of car would it be?
A Chrysler.
Cindy said that
Cindy,
they need us.
We need you too, Cindy. We love Cindy and Brian. They are like family to us.
Carrie loves the polka dots on your mug.
Thank you.
Pam wants to know if you retired. Are you doing a similar job or something completely different?
I did not retire. Took a leap of faith. This is a complete trust in God leap of faith to leave my job, and accepted a job offer for another company that is very different but very similar, if that makes sense. There is a lot of logistics involved, which I worked for a trucking company, so a lot of logistics was involved there. So now I am kind of working for several companies, one of them being a moving company. So there's logistics involved there. So kind of similar, but different.
Bob says, good morning from Fairborn.
Good morning, Bob. You're in Fairborn. We should. We're so busy. I was going to say we should get together.
When you say logistics, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that all companies should be logical. There should be.
That's not. No.
So logistics doesn't come from logical.
No. Okay. Logistics is.
It's not the act of being logical.
No.
Like that. It's like aerobics. You're practicing being logical.
Yeah. So it's been even though it was a crazy busy week, it's just a breath of fresh air, for sure.
Carrie just put a whole pack of bacon in him, and now for the rest of his first meal. Maybe it's a small pack.
Bacon.
It might be a small pack of bacon.
Yeah.
Individually.
Yeah.
An individual bacon package.
Right.
Scott's here. You're hustling while working on tax returns.
I'm sure you're very, 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 very busy right now.
So because she's a 1099, which means we have to hold her own taxes.
I wish you lived closer, Scott, because I need advice.
So that's why we're going to separate everything, because it's like, what could possibly go wrong if we don't put back all the money until the end of the year?
Right.
What could possibly happen?
Right.
Pam says people don't drive the way they used to follow the rules of the road. Now
Not so much.
Yep. Wham. That's because they're all looking at their phone and they don't see the red light.
Yeah. Phones.
All right, real quick, just going back. Lynette's here.
Lynette!
Well, at least she was here
face.
listening while I get ready for another great work day.
I hope you have a wonderful day.
When do we get to see Lynette again? Because she's not coming to KPL.
I know. We miss you, though, Lynette. We do miss you.
We definitely do.
Yes.
Carrie says, I already did Friday night and part of Saturday morning when I finished at the church cleaning. So Dustin has guest on as usual.
John Gugahan, before I forget, I need to say your name, but we're glad you're here.
Lynette says, works as self-employed entrepreneur and send in quarterly taxes to avoid being penalized at the end of the year. It works out really well and keeps me on track. Yeah, we'll have to get into that. But
yeah, it's definitely a new learning experience on that part.
So yeah, I basically went into her other taxes from the job that she's been at where they've taken out, enough. And I just based it on that percentage. So if we just take all of that out and see as a 1099, she'll actually have more deductions.
Yeah.
So it'll actually be less than normal.
Yeah. I actually last night, you don't know this, but I stayed up last night and did a couple Google worksheets to set up to keep track of receipts. Yeah, for taxes and mileage. So
was you staring at me while I slept?
No, I was staring at my computer.
Was I sleeping?
Setting up my files.
Was I sleeping?
Yeah. Yeah.
So while I was sleeping, you were lurking?
I was lurking.
That's why I don't feel rested today. I feel like I was being watched all night.
Not watching you, watching computer.
Sharon says,
Sharon.
Good to see you live.
Hi, Sharon.
Dawn's here. Good morning from Connecticut. It's monsooning today. Good day for UConn basketball.
Yeah. James went to a men's thing last night for basketball.
It was.
And the older boys went with him, and that made me so happy.
Okay, so I didn't go for basketball. I went for food.
They smoked what? Brisket? Chicken?
Chicken legs and chicken wings.
Chicken legs, chicken wings, and
they had so we brought stuff that wasn't keto because that's cheap. So we actually smoked. Emmy used to have a really good recipe for mac and cheese.
It's a family recipe.
Yeah, we smoked mac and cheese on the smoker, and I'm sorry for everybody.
Yeah, sorry for talking.
We smoked potatoes, and then we've never smoked like a cobbler and what was it? What was the apple thing?
An apple crisp.
It was an apple crisp. So we took all that stuff because we were expecting to have 50 men. I'm glad that the church had so much food because what I brought in 3 the foil pans full of mac and cheese and cobblers and stuff, and it was literally gone. As soon as you put it down, it was devoured. It was I dumped it out.
Yeah.
It was everyone ate it so fast, but they were expecting 50 or 55 people or maybe 60. And then I was thinking, well, if 60 if 60 sign up, if 60 sign up, 10 probably won't come.
Yeah.
And no, it was over 100 showed up.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And now I know for next time.
But
I didn't
realize all the stuff that they had was, smoked meats. There was 2 full briskets that were cooked.
Yeah.
There were chicken and lots of chicken.
Yeah. So I got Alexa
and ribs.
Her time while they were gone.
And ribs. They had ribs also. I didn't have the ribs, but I did have the chicken wings and I did have brisket, which was delicious.
Was it?
Yes.
You're going to have to get with Leroy.
I had no, yes, I had no, but they had baked beans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I had some of the baked beans. You could just taste
the sugar.
I think there was more brown sugar in it maybe than the beans, but I mean, I'm just saying it was candy.
That much? You could tell?
I don't know because my taste is altered.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I get it.
When you don't eat as much sugar as other people, and then all of a sudden you taste something that's full of sugar, I could think that it has it's full of sugar and it could just be a little bit of sugar just because You know what I mean?
Right.
It's kind of like I'm used to sugar-free barbecue sauce. So if I had regular barbecue sauce, like it's going to be like candy to me or syrup.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
Carrie says he's 1099 at the church, and it's been a lot of taxes to pay out.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I don't feel stressed about that.
John says I'm going to make stuffed peppers.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
For dinner with, I don't know how to say it.
Right? Or
is it lupin?
Lupini?
It's lupine.
Again, this is why I say John Guggenheim, right?
Yes. And ground beef.
That sounds so good, though. So, yeah, when he went to this men's meeting, I got Alexa and Reptar came over last night. Reptar is what we call our grandbaby, and he is growing so big, and he's starting to eat everything. He wants to eat everything.
He's eating and everything once. Yes.
He wants everything.
He, like in the last week, he just started like chewing instead of something just sitting in his mouth. Like he just, like now he chews. He just sits there like when you're eating, he's like
she will get like she'll put like a little bit, like say we went to Chipotle and he was like just the guacamole, he'd be like he just, it's like, what are you chewing? Like the tiniest bit, and it's so stinking cute, but it's like he likes to chew.
Pam said this could possibly happen, same as me. I put money away for taxes and now I have a penalty. I did not realize I had to try to pay them, the IRS, an estimated payment. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. But like, it's not going to be a problem if we have the money set aside. The
Right.
problem is when all of a sudden,
you got to pay and you don't have the money.
So we're just going to, it's going to immediately go over to another account, which we have other accounts also.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Lynette says, yes, if you file self-employment taxes Schedule C, you have to make estimated payments. And that's just silly. And I think they probably want that so that people don't all of a sudden get, you know what I mean? Like at the end of a quarter, you could be like, crap, I didn't realize I had to pay taxes. And then you can not get a year behind than if you go like a whole year and be like, oh, I was supposed to pay.
Yeah. Lynette, I hope you're feeling good. How are you feeling, hun?
She says she's happy for you. If you're like me, you wish you'd have done it sooner, right?
I'm hoping that's the case. I keep hearing good things about it, but definitely.
Scott says, I hope that you know that you can reach out if you have
Thank you, Scott.
help with any questions.
Thank you. It's definitely different, but we'll get it. We can do hard things, right? If anything hasn't been learned on this journey is we can do hard things, right?
Hard things. Sometimes.
A lot of times.
Sometimes we
can do hard things.
Sometimes we just cry about them.
Sometimes we cry and
ask for someone to help.
Yeah.
Or someone to tap in and show support.
Yeah. Hi.
Drunken Chef Barbecue. So Cheryl says, did someone mention a cruise? No, but we can talk about cruises. I like that.
I don't even want to talk about it because I just don't starting a new job. Like, I don't even know. Like, we're going to Keto Palooza. That's something that I did mention to my new boss that, we do already have our room booked and tickets and whatnot. But it's going to be very different going from 5 weeks vacation set to, I don't even know. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to end up having to work when I'm on vacation.
Worst case scenario is that she'll be walking around KPO with a laptop saying, hang on,
I got to take this.
Hang on, I got this.
Yeah.
John says, be sure to hit the like button.
Thank you, John.
Honey says, we can do hard things with the grace of God.
Absolutely.
Pam says, you'll get a penalty. Mine's only 71, but still.
But
still, that might actually take away the interest that you gained in having that money in another account.
Right. So we'll figure it out. We'll get it.
Lynette mentioned the 2025 Alaskan cruise. I was saying that I would not see James and Emily this year, but maybe on the low-carb cruise in 2025.
I want to go to that so bad. So my boss is trying to teach me as much as he can and cram it in as fast as he can because he is about to go on a cruise to Greece. How awesome would that be? So
When he comes back, will he be greasy?
no, he's going to Greece.
That was a Carrie joke.
Oh,
I said it first. He'll be greasy when he comes back.
yeah. So he's trying to teach me as much as I can to do as much as I can while he's gone for like 3 weeks.
Cheryl says the low carb cruise sounds great.
Yeah.
And we went last year.
And it was so good.
We're not going this year because Emily didn't make enough money. But yeah, we're not going this year.
Yeah.
And she wants to go next year. I'm really not sold on Alaska. Alaska's a hard sell for me. Like, I feel like I'm in Alaska now.
I am.
She wants to go, and we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no, but
yeah, I don't feel comfortable right now making any other plans at this moment in time, just because I'm a rule follower. And when I go to work and I commit to a job, like, I'm committing to it. Like when I talked to him before I took the job, I'm like, you realize, like, I don't just start a job just to start a job. Like, I'm committed, like, for the long haul.
yeah,
like,
22 years. She worked at her last one. 22 years. And you know what? She can say she's committed, but she left them high and dry.
I did. I did.
No hard feelings.
I kind of did.
She did give them a 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But you know what? They started, like, I honestly feel that they started taking advantage of the people that they had.
Yeah.
So maybe, who knows? Maybe they'll get better for other people.
I hope so. I wish the best for them. So,
John says, "What are you drinking?" This is a
keto low carb.
Yes, this is a low carb diet Pepsi.
Yeah. James doesn't typically drink coffee. If he does, it's in the evening. He's weird like that.
I only like coffee in the evening. So in the morning, it's just like everybody else wants their caffeine.
Yeah.
In the form of coffee. I don't do that.
Yeah.
So, you know what? There's no excuse. I drink Diet Pop a lot. And I'm so ashamed of it. But
he's not ashamed.
I like it. I like it. You know what? I'd have a fountain if I could have one.
You know what? It's what he likes, and it is like, it's okay.
If I could have,
that's what you like.
You know, I would like to have one of them machines. What are the Coke machines called?
Fountain.
No, the ones with all the flavors. The nice big expensive ones, I'm sure.
Oh,
the one where
freestyle machine.
Yeah, I would love to have that. I would like to have just a regular fountain machine, really, in general. Mm-hmm. I've always wanted that. You think I've worked my whole life, I still haven't achieved it. What in the world?
It's not a priority, obviously.
I guess it's not. Hanya says she's with me. She don't like cold weather. I want to wear a jacket or a coat I don't want to wear a jacket or coat during vacation. Yes, I don't.
Yeah, I get that. I do get that, but I would like to see Alaska. I would.
Cindy says, "Don't be ashamed. There are worse things we could do. I too have a Diet Pepsi as we speak."
Yeah, I agree with that statement, Cindy. I am so tired of people being ashamed because they like what they like, and you know.
I know.
There's worse things.
But I know I so I did quit smoking like last year. It's almost been a year.
Yeah, it has been.
And
it's been awesome.
So yeah, I still drink Diet Pop. And we call it pop here, so you can tell where I'm from.
Yeah, not soda.
Nope. John is enjoying a cold brew coffee with Keto sweet cream super creamer.
Yum.
I'm guessing it's Keto.
I like cold brew too. I like coffee in all forms. All forms. Alexa and the baby was with me last night, and we went to dinner together. And by dinner, I mean I had breakfast at Cracker Barrel. But anyway, after we went and got iced coffees, and it was so good.
My lady laugh a lot.
Hi. Is that Andy?
Yep.
Is that Andy?
It is.
I hope you are doing wonderful, Andy.
Need to get together.
I saw you guys just went to Miami. I hope you had a wonderful time.
We live close to Miami.
Yeah.
Miami University is like a half hour away.
Right. She's close too. So I got to meet, and James, You got to meet Andy too. We got to meet Andy a couple weeks ago at a local meetup. And anytime we go to a meetup, my goal is, and I told Andy this when I talked to her, because I sat down beside her, I'm like, my goal, when I go to a meetup, I get to see a lot of people that I've already met. And I'm so incredibly thankful for the friendships that we've gotten from this community. And I truly, truly love like so many of you guys, and all of you, really. I ain't gonna lie, like amazing people in this community, right?
So Emily posted in our Facebook group last week, because when we were on our way back from the keto meetup, I said, remember when I mentioned that we should start a YouTube channel and you thought that was stupid?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. I was like, look how many friends you have now because of the keto. Because we didn't have friends. We did not have any friends.
We really didn't. But when we go to a meetup, like when we went to that meetup, I sat by Andy because I never had really talked to her. And my whole goal when I go to a meetup is to talk to somebody that I don't know and gain more friendships. So Andy was somebody that I talked to, and she was so sweet to me, and I appreciate you so much for being so kind to me.
John had to correct me. It's Miami of Ohio. It's right. It wasn't Miami University. Yeah.
You were wrong.
You know where I graduated from?
Where?
Fairborn High School. That's why I didn't know that.
Yeah, we did go last weekend, Saturday. We did not go live because we were at a meetup, a Keto Ohio meetup put on by Dawn Does Keto. Yeah, there was a great turnout there, and Dawn always knows how to put together such a wonderful time. She really does, doesn't she? I don't want to put that much effort into a meetup.
I still think that sometimes I still think that the people for the local meetups, right?
Yeah.
I still think that people are putting too much effort.
Okay, but that's your opinion. Your opinion.
The reason I say
he wouldn't want to do that.
No, the reason I say that, I think that people sometimes are putting too much effort, right?
Yeah.
In small local clusters, I feel like someone could, like I've said this too. Why haven't we did this? Next weekend we're going here. Give a head count by Thursday, and see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because the work that people are doing involves, it's really, I don't think it's so much reserving the room.
Yeah.
It's more like getting with vendors and getting all the, like swag bags and things like that. The things of which I say that because I don't care about swag bags and things like that. And I know a lot of people do, but maybe there would be more meetups if people just put less effort and had more meetups. More meetups, less stuff. Like more friends, less giveaway.
To be fair, Dawn does just try to. That's what she enjoys doing. Like even when she does, like she should be a party planner. I'm just saying she should be a party planner. Like that should be her career because she likes things to be a certain way and they turn out like wonderful. I'm just saying. So Dawn, you're kind of awesome. I'm just saying.
Do you feel like party planning is a job that sounds fun, but
is a lot of work?
Is not a party.
Yeah, not a party.
They're party planners are probably not having fun at the party.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, there you go. There you have it.
Pam said, I'm with Emily drinking coffee with salty heavy whipping cream and an orange cup.
Marianne said her mother went to Miami University. I don't know which one that is now. I'm all confused. I went to Fairborn High School. If anybody went there, let me know.
And if you did, then you know what he's talking about, is what he's saying. If you know, you know.
Taylor Ann says, my son works at Miami. Just kidding. I know.
But we don't know which one now.
Well, I think that she lives closer to the Miami of Ohio.
Yeah.
Than the other Miami.
Right.
Andy says we love bragging on our grandbabies. They are such an adorable age right now.
They are. So Andy and I, our grandbabies are like pretty much the same age. And so Reptar's almost 8 months old.
His name's Xavier, but like Reptar is like,
it's stuck.
I just look at him and he's Reptar. I don't know. Reptar is the dinosaur
from Rugrats.
On Rugrats. And it was one of them things that we went over and we helped them before he was ever around. Before he was born, we went over to their house and we painted his bedroom green. And it was kind of like, well, I felt like we were setting it up for dinosaurs.
Yeah, we were.
A dinosaur room. So
yeah.
I called him Reptar.
And it was cute. So it stuck. But I call him Squishy a lot. So Squishy or Reptar usually. But he's like, he'll be 8 months old on the 8th. And he's so stinking adorable. And he smiles all the time. Like you can literally tell him he just is a stinky butt. And he will just smile ear to ear. And it's so stinking adorable.
Carrie has invisible coffee.
Invisible coffee, which is water.
Water, yes. Marianne said her mom went to the one in Florida. And yeah, Taylor.
I should have known that, Marianne.
Yep. Never heard it called Miami of Ohio, but that's the one I'm talking about. Like 15 minutes from there.
Yes.
And Andy said that Melody is 7 months on the 2nd.
No, so they're like so close in age.
Yep, very
it's
close.
Such a fun age.
That means that she's about to start chewing.
Yeah. Yeah. It is so funny. Like so funny, but yeah. So yeah. Adorable.
Marianne feels much better. Had COVID for more than 2 weeks.
Why is that seabird even around still?
I don't know.
You know, like
I don't know. Apparently, they didn't get it. Vaccines are supposed to prevent that. Just saying.
Yeah.
And now we're deleted. Pam says, "You go, Carrie. That was only the penalty, not the amount I saved out to pay them. Congratulations on no coffee days."
Yes, congratulations, Carrie. That is a big deal. It really is. Like I see a lot of people. Like I know Cassie's doing no coffee, no dairy. Like, yeah, no, I don't want any part of that. But I am super proud of you because making a decision to do something and make a change that you feel is best for you, it's going to be hard. And if you can do that, then that is amazing. And I think it's awesome that you've gone that long without coffee. And I think it's awesome for anybody who can stick to something like that. And I'm sure it's only gotten easier. So I'm proud of you.
I'm sure. Yeah, I always wonder why people feel that they need to limit something. So, there's one thing to limit. And we did it a couple times with beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Right? You know what I mean? Like, it was a challenge, but there's some people who like continuously have the challenge, and then it gets stricter and stricter and stricter and stricter. Right. And it, at this point, I mean, we might as well just be buying bags of food. It just says food. You know what I mean? Like you start to lose the variety. You know what I mean? Like, if all you can have is beef and salt, like
some people they're okay with it, but that's fine. I'll mind my business.
So Lynette says, James, how much money have you saved in the last year by giving up smoking?
I've never really thought about it because he started buying shoes, Lynette.
There's always something that will take your money, and it's never the bank. Like it never seems to find its way in a savings account. It just seems it's like, oh, I have this much money. And I have noticed that, like it seems like I should be broke, but we have money. And, I just kind of thought that was
that's a God thing.
Yeah, that's a God thing. I never really thought. So I don't know. I guess we just buy nicer stuff. But here's the deal. Like one of the reasons why smoking never really hit me hard as far as smoking, like financially, is because a long time ago we started making our own. We rolled our own. Yeah. And it was just one of them things that I could do it like $1 a pack, and other people were, $6 and $7. And I think it's probably more like $8 and $9 now. Like if you ever glance up when you go in the gas station or whatever.
$8 or $9 a pack.
I know. I know. Ugh. So in that regard, like if I was paying $8 or $9 a pack, it would be different. But it was more like I was paying, $7 a pack like once a week, and then I would just make my own.
Yeah.
And it would equal out to like $1 or $1.50 a pack. So it was, always under the mentality of I would just do the work because it took like 5 minutes to make a pack, and my time is worth 5 minutes for $7.
Yeah.
So I probably would have quit a lot sooner had I not made my own because I couldn't have never afforded that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. I feel like I really explained that difficult.
You kind of drew it out a little bit. But
I should have said, you know what? We're rich now. I got so much money.
That's what I always tell him. You speak things that are not, which are not, what is it?
You speak things that are not as if they are.
Yes. And so I always tell him, we're like, let's go to Outback. Let's cook at home, he said. But we're rich. We're good. We're rich.
and that's always the thing. It's like, well, we don't have time, so let's go out to eat. Right?
Yeah.
I can tell you this personally. It doesn't save any time. As a matter of fact, it takes more time.
Yeah.
Because most of the time I could probably throw a steak on the grill, in 15 minutes we're eating versus going somewhere and like
getting in the car, driving there,
not
waiting
only
for
that,
a table, ordering your food, waiting for it to come. Like, it does not save time.
Not only that, but like I am so undecisive that there's times that we talk about where we're going for an hour. We've decided that we're going to save time by going out to eat. Now, where are we going? And, and literally an hour goes by and we're all frustrated. I'm like, I don't care. Just go here.
Right.
And then we don't even enjoy it. So it's much faster, really, just to make your food.
Yeah.
It's just not, there's no there's no event to it. It's not like a activity.
Right.
John says, I don't think I could ever do no coffee. Yeah. I have quit cigarettes and alcohol.
Yeah. That's awesome, though, John. It is awesome.
Alcohol was the easiest thing that I've ever quit because I never enjoyed it. I only used alcohol to try to like fit in.
Same. No, I take that back. I didn't do it to fit in. There were certain, like, I genuinely liked the taste of beer. And I genuinely liked, what were the drinks I liked? Martinis, because I like olives. And so I liked the olive juice in it. So I can just drink olive juice now, right? But it was like the easy, like that wasn't a challenge to stop that. And we chose, like, we would buy alcohol at one point just to collect it. Like, it was more of a collection thing with
like different bourbons at one time, which we started going to church when we dumped them out. It was dumb.
And actually, it wasn't even when we started church. It was my brother was about to move in with us, and if you don't know this, my brother is a recovered alcoholic and has been sober for going on 3 years now. So I'm super proud of him. So I would never ever want to put something in front of him that would trigger him. So super proud of him, and I support him, and it's not a big deal to me, and I'm not going to drink in front of somebody who I know has had struggles with that. So
John says you can't smoke shoes.
You cannot smoke shoes. I mean, you could try. I don't think it's going to taste very good, John.
Gary says James is a pizza maker since he's rolling in the dough.
Yeah.
Charlie's here. Darth Carnival. Great to see you both last weekend.
We got to see Charlie last weekend too. And he is so nice too.
Brenda says, I totally agree. The restaurant thing is just too hard.
It is.
All right, so here's the deal. So we all know I have things that I can't do. If I can't have the biscuits, I'm not going to Red Lobster. If I can't have the chips, I'm not going to Mexican. So, and anyway, when we, go into a restaurant, my answer is always Mexican food. That's always what I want.
Yeah.
At all times, always.
Yeah.
So, like anytime I suggest, like, what do you want for dinner? I'm wanting Emily to say Mexican food. And if she's like, I don't want Mexican, we had that, recently. And I'm like, me neither. But the answer is always like fajitas or tacos, like for real.
Yeah. True.
But yeah.
Or breakfast for me. I love breakfast food.
Yeah, I'm not breakfast.
Love it.
Breakfast taco.
Breakfast.
Breakfast taco.
Yeah.
Carrie liked beer as well, also going 16 years, no alcohol.
That's awesome.
Lynette is
So
proud of
awesome.
Derek. And
thank you,
Lynette says no alcohol for me in almost 5 years.
And I'm proud of you, Lynette. That's so awesome.
You know, I don't even know when the last time I actually drank was, though, before I decided that I wasn't drinking. Like, it was one of the things I literally had like one a year.
It was more of me who would not, even when I drank, I don't feel like I really drank a ton. And if I did, it was on accident. Like, it was like, oh, this is so good.
Accidentally got drunk.
Yeah.
Because she hasn't had a drink in a year, I know. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think.
Well, you know,
I think.
You know, if something is not a problem, you really don't keep track of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would never be like, I quit wearing red shoes back in 91.
Maybe you did.
Lynn says, went to a restaurant last night, ordered our favorite liver and onions, asked for medium, and got overcooked and tough. Disappointed. I went to a brisket place one time, ordered brisket, and got it. They cut it wrong.
He was so mad.
I was so mad. It was like long shreds of brisket. And I was like, this is not like.
Did they cut it right last night?
Yes.
There's this guy at our church named Leroy, and he always cooks the meats on a smoker at church. And
he uses an old smoker where you just throw the lumps of wood in. It's not a pellet.
Yeah. And his food that he makes is always so good. It's so good. Like,
and I asked him last night, I was like, what internal temp
you didn't ask him for a date?
No. I asked him, I was like, so at what temperature did you wrap your brisket? And I think, so his brisket was absolutely amazing. And you know what his answer was?
I didn't.
Yeah, he didn't ever checked it. He's like, I cooked it for 18 hours. He's like, I think I pulled it off at like 7 or 8 hours out of the smoker, right? Then he rubbed it because he didn't even do a rub on the smoker. He just does salt and pepper, puts it on the smoker. Yeah. And then when he takes it off, then he does a more onion garlic kind of rub. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then he wraps it and it goes in the oven to finish out 18 hours. Like, there's no, I'm going to cook it until it gets to this temperature and then do this or do this. Like, he does his brisket like so people do ribs by time. He's very comfortable,
obviously.
Yeah, he's done it. Yes.
He's done it for a long time. And
yes.
His food is always so good.
He just knows that, this is what you do and that this.
Yeah. Austin even said, like, he had made green beans yesterday, and Austin was like, these were the best green beans I've ever had.
Because it's like they had, they were green beans cooked with meat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everything was just amazing and smoked.
Yeah. So.
John says, Derek and I have a lot in common. I'm in recovery and moved in with my sister and brother-in-law for 5 years. Recently, finally got my own place here in Florida.
That is so awesome, John.
It was your own place until I come down.
That does sound a lot like Derek.
Until I come down.
Yeah. Yeah. That is so awesome. I'm so proud of you. We're
going to send Derek.
That just hits home. Like, I love my brother so much, and I bet your sister and brother-in-law love you so much too, because to have him move in with us, like, I hope he just lives with us forever. I do, because I love him so much and I love having him around, and I'm so proud of him and I'm sure your sister is so proud of you too. I'm proud of you. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I'm just so proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Pam quit drinking after she turned 21. Before that, she was a biker. Can you imagine how much she consumed from 16 to 21?
Oh, I've heard stories about people who have done that, where they just, by the time they were 21, they were like, yeah, I'm done. I'm out. I'm not good at this game.
Cindy says, Brian loves liver and onions. Me, not so much. So if I go anywhere that has it, he orders it. I have made it for him before, too. Now, I like chicken liver.
I like chicken liver.
I just don't.
But it has to be like breaded.
Yeah.
So
I just don't like beef liver.
Yeah.
I don't know. And even if you unbread and just cook the chicken liver, to me they still taste better than the beef liver.
Yeah.
Yeah, beef liver.
Yeah.
There needs. I think I would just rather take that in capsule form.
Or Bell's brownie.
Yes. Yes. I would like that in keto brick form.
Right.
Hanya says Peter and I have dinner reservation for tonight at Firebirds.
I've never been
They're
there.
running a special for steak and shrimp. Since going keto, I prefer cooking at home, but it is to go out once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm guessing it's nice.
So my new job, my old job, like I was literally like confined to my area. Like there were no lunch breaks. Like if I wanted to eat something, then I might be able to run to the microwave and run back or have food with me that, and eat while I work. And so my new job, apparently people take lunches. Didn't know that was a thing. Like, so I literally had to go, not had to, but my first day, my boss,
go to lunch.
Yeah. Like the first day, the two owners took me to lunch, and then apparently every Wednesday, everybody goes to lunch for a team meeting that's going to be every Wednesday. And I'm just like, and then, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, everybody, like, they wanted to go, like, they go to lunch. And I'm just like, okay. So yesterday, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do this. I cannot do this every day. Like,
stand your ground.
Yeah, I have to. But I understand it was, week one and, getting to know people.
Fireworks. I want fireworks. Fireworks.
And
do fireworks. Fireworks. What's that face you just made?
I don't know.
Fireworks? I don't understand. Where's the fireworks? Usually you can't get them to stop.
Anyway, so
thumbs up.
I think that's going to be something different. But we do have a full kitchen at my new job. So I'm going to bring like a dozen eggs with me because I love them.
You going to bring a chaffle maker?
Yeah, I am.
Do you still cook your eggs in the chaffle maker?
Yes.
Instead of like not chaffles.
I mean, I haven't this week. I just drop the egg in the chaffle maker and close it, and it just quickly just makes my egg like over hard. So it was easy to do at work, but I need to bring my.
You said it was easy.
It is easy.
You said it's over hard. It's overly hard.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Easy.
That's how my eggs were cooked.
All right. You ready to go to the bank?
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
We love you guys so much.
We do love you. And you know what? I don't hate Saturday morning. I actually feel like more energetic starting my day.
And talking to you guys, like, John, I am super proud of you. Lynette, I hope you're feeling wonderful. Andy, it was so good talking to you.
Maybe we should just interrupt.
Cindy, I want to see your face soon.
Should we interrupt Dustin
Brenda,
every week?
Love you. Like, we love you guys so much, and incredibly blessed to have you guys in our life. So
everything she said.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Have a great day.
And Carrie said, have a great and cheesy Saturday.
Cheesy. I hope Carrie liked my Carrie joke.
I hope so.
We love you guys. See you soon.
We do love you.